Good evening, everyone, from Lebanon, Tennessee, for the Gears Cup Series. Dolly Parton's Music City 200 at Nashville Superspeedway. Good evening. I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horse Boat. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Gears Cup Series. Took a week off last week with the Red Bull Ring as we did not have it in the schedule contract for it to be streamed. But tonight we are back and we have some new blood in town. We have over 30. We have a full field tonight. Some people are going to go home if they do not qualify. But let's get right down to business. Let's check out our schedule and see where we're at tonight and then in the future. So tonight, as you see, we have the Dolly Parton's Music City 200. Next week, June 30th, we'll be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the Marlboro 150. 2 weeks from tonight, we will be at Pocono Raceway for the Dundee's 250. Sonoma, July 14th for the Coors Banquet 100. And the finale before the playoffs begin at Legacy, Texas Motor Speedway for the Boot Barn 250. Again, everything highlighted in blue is for the playoffs, as we are just a little over halfway through the season. See how the points are stacking up right now. Mike DeWalt is your leader with 1,248 points. He's got a win, 8 top 5s on the season, and 5 stage wins. Sean Anderson, 102 points back. Lucas Reed, 172. Matt Albert, Nathan Fuller, Jonathan Militia, Cody Johnson, Perrin Huggins, Kyle Munson, and Tyler Steiner rounding out your top 10. Again, new blood here tonight. So these standings may look very different by the time we get to the playoffs. We'll get a taste of what is on the track. We have a little bit, just under 3 minutes. Let's take you live and out on the track. You see the lap times there. Ethan Burrell, or Burrell, a new name for me tonight, is our fastest in practice so far. Trey Holmes right there. Perrin Huggins. Matthew Weeks. Cody Johnson. Alan Cooens. Sean Anderson. Elliott Drummond. Brandon Meyer. And Corey Rainey, your top 10. Again, a lot of new names up near the top of the leaderboard. And only just a few of what we have here tonight in store. Again, giving you a live look out there now. We are just about ready to get qualifying underway, and we'll get to follow along with some of these drivers. Hopefully we'll get a chance. Again, Nashville Superspeedway. We have 150 laps tonight. Stage cautions at lap 20. And then at lap 60. So you got 150 total laps. Completion of lap 20 will be stage 1. And stage 2 will be the completion of lap 60. They have 1 fast repair, 5 tire sets, and as always, 50% fuel capacity. Manual cautions are enabled here. We do not use auto cautions. And the fixed setup tonight of choice is Nashville Superspeedway. Again, 34 guys signed up for tonight's big race. And we have 40. So 40 are currently in the lobby getting set and ready to go. 8 gentlemen or gentleladies will have to go home. Closing in on practice, we are. And I Hope you are ready for some action here tonight for 150 laps at Nashville Superspeedway. All right. As people are making their way, let's follow along with somebody, see who we have. Looks like Christopher Hodges, one of the new bloods in the Gears Cup Series. See how he fares his first lap around. I put Hodges fourth currently. Steiner, your leader right now on the pole, sitting on the pole. Simultaneously going now. Let's see what lap 2 has in store for Hodges. Gets off the corner nicely. What that'll do, that'll make him 12th best for the race. Let's follow along and see if there's anybody else we can find. Looks like Mark Halloway in the 19 Tracker Boats Toyota Camry. See how he fares. Looks like that's going to be 26 for Holloway. On the bubble right now, William Hitzman. And on the bubble, he'll remain. Take a look here now. One of the fastest people in practice, number 37. Ethan Burrell. Well, Burrell, somebody correct me in the chat if you know, for the love of Jesus. See what's 37's first lap. Good for 22nd. Let's see what lap 2 is in store. Nice smooth line out of 3 and 4. 23rd now. Where is he going to be now? All the way up to 3rd. Fantastic lap for Ethan Burrell. Again, another new person in the series. But this man right here is your pole sitter, Trey Holmes. See if we can back that up and get his lap real quick. This is Trey Holmes in the 9 car. Another newbie, but he is dominant right out the gate here tonight. He is your Gears Cup Series pole sitter, it looks like, for tonight. And unfortunately, it looks like William Hinsenman, Michael Menchaca, Tyler Anderson, Michael Walding, Mark Halloway, Nick Wood, Chris Lawrence, and Christopher Pugliese will not make the cut for tonight's race. That is unfortunate. But currently where we stand, getting ready for the race here tonight. Take a look at tonight's starting grid for Dolly Parton's Music City 200. Trey Holmes and Elliot Drummond on row 1. Matthew Weeks and Ethan Burrell in row number 2. Sean Anderson and Perrin Huggins, row 3. Alan Coons and Mike DeWalt, row 4. Cody Johnson and Keaton Sawyers, row 5. Tyler Steiner and Matt Albert, looks like row 6. Corey Rainey and Brandon Meyer, row 7. Lucas Reed and Matthew Semple, Jaden Wicks, Nathan Guilford, Mike Hasty, Mark Altus, Nathan Fuller, Josh Cole, Brandon Smith. Let's see if we got another set here. Aiden Lunn, Connor Rowe, Zach Miller, Brian Luckett, John Howard, Kyle Munson, Christopher Hodges, and Jonathan Militia. And then looks like in the rear is going to be Danny Rogers. And then unfortunately the guys who did not qualify, you see on your screen there as well. All right, getting set for 150 laps. Again, stage 1 is at the completion of lap 20, and stage 2 is at the completion of lap 60. Hope you got your seatbelts tight and ready to rumble, because we are about to go green flag racing.
Other quite like my mellow, my man. So abilities, let me hear you make some funky music with your hands.
It has been a little while since we've seen the Gears Cup Series have a full field of 32, but we are here. Yes, you heard it correctly. 32 drivers is what we charter here in this series, talking about maybe extending that out in the future, but 32 is our cap. And it's very exciting to get this race underway. We are just about ready to go green flag racing. Again, they take a minute to grid up. Give them a second while they do that. Hope you brought some snacks. Have a few drinks ready to go. Some nice ice cold beverages. Because we are about ready to go green flag racing here at Nashville Superspeedway for the Dolly Partons Music City 200. Pace car is off.
Green, green, green.
And we are green flag racing. Little accordion effect to start the race. But everybody seems to get out smoothly to start the race. Elliott Drummond in the 0-2 car out and ahead with an early read. Trey Holmes and Ethan Burrell. Your top three at the moment, but Perrin Huggins in the Lucas 8 Chevrolet Camaro.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we have a yellow from somewhere. Let's see what happened down on the track. Oh, and we've got some crashing. Looks like Kyle Munson. It's like Kyle Munson there involved. Looks like the 12 car, Zach Miller. And let's rewind and see what we can find. Okay. Oh, even before then we got a little action. All right. So let's play this in real time now while we can. Like Rainey got a little loose. And then what happened here? Oh, and it looks like... Oh, that is unfortunate. Keaton Sawyers and the 33 of Brandon Meyer getting into the mix. Look like so Rainey drops low. Oh, and it looks like Meyer just got into him. And then 56 gets collected. Oh, looks like Jonathan Militia, the 78 car of John Howard as well. That is unfortunate for Brandon Smith as well. That is terrible. Let's take one more look at it one more time. All right, let's ride on board with Danny Rogers, who's sitting in 29th at that time. Wow. Can't believe he made it through that one. All right, that brings out our first caution of the evening. That is to be expected with new drivers driving around together. They will have to take a minute and get in sync. Hopefully they can do that. Again, beautiful evening for some racing as we are transitioning from the afternoon into the evening. So as the night goes on, we will see how that affects the track. Taking a look around on the track with a blimp cam. Looks like everybody is still hanging out. Yep, nobody out of the race yet. Again, one fast repair, so hopefully people in the back mind their P's and Q's and get through this thing alive. Again, it's going to be a battle of attrition. There's going to be tempers flaring. Although this is a little bit of a bigger track, it's not as passing friendly as you might think. Even if I said that right, I don't even know. Elliott Drummond will lead us off with Ethan Burrell
Green, green,
right next to him. And a little bit of accordion effect, but they are gone, down, and away. 3 wide into 1 right away. Looks like everybody will get through safely for the moment. Ton of action all over the track. Give you a look on the blimp cam, see your favorite driver. Elliott Drummond is out to a good lead for the moment. Hopefully Keaton Sawyers is good to go after that unfortunate incident. Jonathan Militia getting caught up in that as well. In his only cans Coors Light 69 Chevy Camaro. And it looks like, oh wow. Looks like Matthew Semple just got too loose. Good thing he was able to recover, but that is going to make him lose a little bit of time. Matt Albert, our IRP winner, battling around in 13th. And Nathan Fuller, a dominant force in this league. He has 3 wins on the season. And he is the Gears Cup Series driver, the only Cup Series driver with 3 wins. Matt Albert has 2, and Parton Huggins has 2. Again, if you're hanging out, thank you for joining me. I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horseboat. And you have entered the Casa de la Horseboat for the Gears Cup Series, only here on Twitch.tv. I'm settling with Ethan Burrell being his name, or Burrell. Burrell is what I'm going to call him. He is now your leader, taking the lead away from Elliott Drummond. Matthew Weeks and Parton Huggins battling it out with Trey Holmes right there in the top 5. Got about 11 laps to go before the first stage break. There's the Mobile 114 of Sean Anderson. Sean Anderson, a winner as well. Winning over at Dover for the Monster Mile 200. The battle for 17th between Connor Rowe, Mike Hasty, Keith Sawyers. Oh, 69 getting a little loose into the wall. And he comes down. That is a caution if I ever seen one. And that is unfortunate. Jonathan Militia. Something terrible had happened. Let's see what we got here. Riding behind. Ooh, Lucan gives him a little push. Goes up into the wall. And instead of staying there, he goes down into the door, or in the front end of Matthew Semple. Jonathan Militia very frustrated, as could be understandable. That is understandable. So Ethan Burrell, your leader. Matthew Weeks, Trey Holmes, Elliot Drummond, Parron Huggins, your top 5. Sean Anderson, Alan Coons, Nate Fuller, Mike DeWalt, and Cody Johnson rounding out your top 10. Again, we had 40 drivers attend the race tonight, but only 32 would qualify. So we had to send a few people home, and that is really unfortunate. Back at the 28th, looked like Corey Rainey. And here we go. This pit lane is open. Got a few takers there. Let's see if I can get myself a driver in here. Keaton, can you hear me? Just 1 second. Have a little bit of technical difficulty here. My apologies. Maybe if we get another caution, we will get a driver in here for an interview, but it looks like they're going to go one more lap. For some reason, my stuff was not working correctly to get an interview at that moment, so I do apologize about that, but hopefully we'll get the next one. Thank you for sticking around and hanging out. Connor Rowe. Connor Rowe is class, it looks like. Thank you. That's awesome. Barracks, thank you for the follow as well. Almost a 200. That is more than I could have ever imagined. Do appreciate the love. 2x2 as the group goes. Ethan Burrell, Matthew Weeks, Trey Holmes, Elliot Drummond, Parron Huggins, Sean Anderson, Alan Coons, Nathan Fuller, Mike DeWalt, and Jaden Hicks, your top 10. As we get set to go back green flag racing once more. It's going to be a short-lived because of the stage. So this is going to be a sprint for stage points. Pace car is off.
Green flag.
And we are back to the future. Ethan Burrow, nicely timed jump is off and running. Weeks, Holmes, and Drummond to follow with a hungry field behind them. 5 laps to go before the stage break. Watch battle for 16th, Connor Rowe. Bring this back up to the front. Drivers, single file. Burl, Holmes, Weeks, Drummond, and Huggins, your top 5. Holmes and Weeks battling it out for second. Drummond right there, shoots to the inside. Good battle going on. One more lap to go. And this is for all the marbles in stage 1 for points. And Ethan Burrell going to be your stage 1 winner.
Yellow flag is out.
Congratulations there as the stage 1 winner, Ethan Burrell. Next stage break will be at lap 60, and then that'll be it towards the end. So these guys are going to get re-racked one more time and then back out there. But Ethan is your stage 1 winner. Trey Holmes the second, Weeks in third, Drummond fourth, Perrin Huggins fifth, and Sean Anderson sixth. Let's take a peek and see if my Discord's going to work. See if we bring in Jonathan Militia for another weekly edition of Militia's Thoughts. Jonathan Militia, can I get a copy?
I'm here, bro.
Some early bad luck for you early on in the race. Looks like Lucan got into the back of you there that put you in the wall. How are you doing, and are you affected right now with that incident?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, after that first caution, I was brought up into that one too, but I didn't have any damage. So I stayed out, and I was able to gain a lot of track position right there. But, I mean, it definitely set me back. I mean, I'm using my first set of tires here. Luckily, when I got spun out, I didn't have any damage or anything like that. So, I don't know. It's just kind of just fighting to get back up. I'm looking for a top 15 right now. I'm pretty off pace compared to a lot of the people here. So,
well, Jonathan, I think you can gain. You have a lot of the driver knowledge, so hopefully you can adapt and adjust and overcome here in this race. Best of luck to you. Dolly Parton's rooting for you. I know that.
Oh yeah, appreciate it, man.
Thanks, brother. That was Jonathan Militia, the 69 car. He had some unfortunate luck there in the beginning. Hopefully that will change. Black Sheep MCSE, thank you for the love, says my favorite commentator. Cheers, brother. I cannot appreciate that enough, man. That's awesome. We're at 199, one more away from 200. That is freaking wild. Freaking wild. I would have never guessed it. And if I don't see your stream, or if I don't see your chat in the stream, that's because my window isn't up. I do apologize. I am not ignoring you. I promise. just have a lot going on making this happen. So thank you so much for the love and support. The Gears Cup Series, can't thank you enough as well. Helping you pass the time with a little classic throwback with idea and abilities. Don't know if any of you have heard of them. One of the better hip-hop groups coming out of the great state of Minnesota. So again, Ethan Burrell, Trey Holmes, Matthew Weeks, Matt Albert, Jaden Wicks, Sean Anderson, Perrin Huggins, Cody Johnson, Nathan Fuller, Mike DeWalt. Your top 10. We're getting set for green flag racing. Looks like about 35 laps. Hopefully we get most of that green flag race. Again, new drivers, everybody getting used to each other. Hopefully we will get through this unscathed. As the pace car is off. And let's get right back to it for Dolly Parton's
Green's out.
Music
Green
City
flag, green
200.
flag.
37 car off and away. Haven't said Jaden Wicks' name very much tonight in the 85. That Pennzoil Chevy Camaro running around in 6th. Haven't said Nathan Fuller's name much tonight. Man from Elgin, South Carolina. 3-time winner. Ooh, just touched that yellow line. Got a little wonky coming out of 4. Able to maintain. These drivers came to fight. The Mobile 1 Toyota Camry. You got Mike DeWalt. Switching lanes tonight. New scheme. Getting his hair did. Like to see that. Danny Rogers making his way up through the field. Gotta show the man some love. He has earned it. Does open wheel racing in real life. And we are privileged to have him here in the Gears Cup Series. Looks like Matthew Semple right around 17th. Recovered from that early misfortune, especially after the re-rack. And then Josh Cole, the guy in the practice lobbies who was faster than anyone the other night. Running around in 18th place. Hopefully he's got some in the tank. And Militia just hit the wall. Guy we just spoke with. Hopefully he can turn his luck around. Looking up front now for the battle for third between Perrin Huggins and Matt Albert. Matthew Weeks and Ethan Burrell up in front of him. Albert blocks Huggins, going low. Ooh, heavy on the brakes there, a little late on the brakes maybe for some of them. Huggins to the inside of the 61. Albert's going to make him earn it. Good, hard side-by-side racing up front here. This is a good battle for third as Huggins did make the pass, but had to put some work in. Now he's going to the inside of Weeks. Again, next week we will be at New Hampshire. And hopefully with just as big a crowd here tonight. This is some good racing all the way around. Jaden Wicks and Trey Holmes battling for sixth. Sean Anderson to the inside of Matt Albert. Albert looks like he's given up some positions here. Huggins makes the pass on Weeks. Wow, thank you for the love here. Just 1 minute ago, got a new follow. Thank you for the new follow. Not even try to announce that name because that is difficult for me. And I've been golfing all day, all afternoon. And Aaron Huggins is now your leader. Again, dominant force in this league. Huggins currently sits 8th in the standings with 6 poles, 2 wins, 5 top 5, 7 top 10s, and 8 stage wins. He has won. He has the most stage wins of anyone in the league, scoring 113 stage points. He is also the man with the most laps led of 449. Getting hot and heavy in the back here between Albert, Holmes, Johnson, Wicks, Lucan, and Fuller. Connor Rowe and Brandon Meyer and Mike DeWalt not too far off. We have ourselves a hot date here.
Yellow flag is out.
We're going to go with the blimp cam on this one. See what got on the replay here. Oh, Fuller sent him for a ride. Well, let's back it up just one more time. Let's ride along with Corey Rainey and see what Rainey saw. Whoa. All right. And let's hit on board. Yeah, that is unfortunate. One more time here from the perspective of Mike DeWalt. Apparently I didn't back it up enough. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do there, unfortunately. Well, that is that. So fourth caution of the evening, 42 laps in. Again, next stage caution will be at lap 60. Leading the race right now is Parton Huggins, Ethan Burrell, Matthew Weeks, Sean Anderson, Trey Holmes, Cody Johnson, Matt Albert, Brian Lucan, Brandon Meyer, and Mike DeWalt. Your top 10. Definitely unfortunate for what happened in that wreck between Fuller and the 85 of Jaden Wicks. Hopefully Wicks can get that fixed back and out right away. Get up, take a minute, grab a drink, and come back right with us. We have made it to 200 followers tonight. I could not believe that. I am so pumped about that. Thank you very much. That means the world to me. I was going to go for an interview, but didn't realize we were about to get back the green flag action. Burrell, Huggins, Weeks, Anderson, and Holmes, Johnson, Albert, Meyer, Lucan, and DeWalt. Your top 10 as we are about to get back at it.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag racing. Parton Huggins leads us down, and away we go. The racing intensifying as we are closing in on stage 2. About 16 laps out. Do a turn it up session here for the Gears Cup Series. Like Casa de Mahoney. Some of these guys getting a little dicey. But up front remains the same. Parton Huggins with just nearly a second lead on the rest of the field. Excuse me. Looks like Parton Huggins, Matthew Weeks, Ethan Burrell, Sean Anderson, and Trey Holmes in your top 5. As we're closing in towards the end of stage 2 for Dolly Parton's Music City 200.
Yellow flag is out.
Let's see where the incident is. We'll back it up here just for a moment. Excuse me. All right, bringing it back here now. And it looks like it was just a chain reaction, unfortunately, as we'll play it here full time. Wrong place at the wrong time. We'll back it up again here for you. And for a few of those drivers, unfortunately, that might be it. But let's take a look at the blimp cam, see what we can find here. Yeah, unfortunately, just a chain reaction. Fifth caution of the evening. See if we can get an interview. All right, I have the 24 car of Nathan Fuller here with me at the moment. Unfortunate luck here. Looks like so far second incident that you are involved in. Unfortunately, I mean that's just playing out. Let's just be honest. That sucks. But other than that, how are you doing? You hanging in there?
I mean, the car's fast. I know how to run it. It's been working. Just people over driving their cars and not having respect for people on the outside is really all it is. It comes down to. I mean, when there's someone outside of you, you can't take the corner full bore, and it's just that's what you gotta do, and people aren't doing it. So
No, it looked like it was just
a
a
my way safely up there.
Yeah, it looked like it was just a chain reaction. Looks like Steiner checked up behind you and just caused a huge chain reaction behind you. So
I was going off it starting earlier with the two sliding up into me. The guys coming behind me was because I was slow, but
it happens, you know. I hope you have some better luck here the rest of the way.
We'll see. We still got 100 laps to make something of it. So.
That's right. That's right. Time to what is it? Adversity, right? All right. Good luck, man. Rest of the way.
All right. Thank you.
Again, that was the 24 of Nathan Fuller. And it looks like at lap 60, we will still do the caution. Pace car is off. Let's get hot and heavy once again for a dash for the cash for stage 2. For Dolly Parton.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Music City 200. Parrot Huggins, good. Cody Johnson in second place now. Sean Anderson, Danny Rogers, Josh Cole. Trying to get some stage points. Name of the game here. Two laps to go. Parrot Huggins, Cody Johnson, Sean Anderson, Danny Rogers, and Josh Cole, your top 5. Matthew Semple, Jonathan Militia, Matthew Weeks, Trey Holmes, and Kyle Munson, your top 10. 1 lap to go now. The 8s are 1 and 2 with Parron Huggins and Cody Johnson. Here is your leader. And Parron Huggins is going to win stage 2 of Dolly Parton's Music City 200.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
So Parron Huggins will add another stage win to his resume. Again, the man already has the most stages in the Cup Series with 8, now 9. So 9 stage wins on the year for Mr. Parron Huggins. Congratulations to him. But now here comes the hard part. Hard part being getting through the rest of this race in one piece. I think tonight, from an admin standpoint, moderation, ownership, there is bound to be a lot of incidents. Again, new drivers coming in this league, fresh blood in the last 2 weeks. As everybody will come down pit lane. We'll watch them from this angle here. Let's see who gets out first. But I think everybody knew going into this race. We actually hosted a couple extra practices just so people were a little bit more prepared, as it was a big onboarding for a lot of these drivers. Again, all getting used to each other. But it's great to see such growth. And it's great to see a lot of drivers. There's a lot of good names here. I mean, there's a lot of skilled drivers. When I'm looking at my leaderboard and the stats and data that I have, I mean, there's a guy in here with a 5,700 I rating. I rating of 4147, 4,000, 2,200, 2,800, 2,600. I mean, there is not many drivers that are under 2,000. So, I mean, in iRacing terms, that's pretty decent. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, 2,000 is not a big deal. But, again, that means you're doing something. You're driving clean. You're finishing races. You're doing well. Mike DeWalt looks like he's going to be our new leader for the moment. But I digress. It's all about consistency. And when you're in league races, stage points are so important if it's stage racing like we have it this year. There is talks of wiping that out completely and going completely old school next season. Rumors are flying that it could quite possibly be the introduction of the Gen 4 car. Again, with the growth of the Gears Cup Series, we are always still looking for more drivers if you're interested. Always looking for good, talented drivers to come and try to test their ranks, test their might against some of our series best. Go around at least one more time. Try to get you an interview with the winner of the stage, but they are not where I can reach them. Let's get an onboard here with Mike DeWalt, our current points leader. having a quick chat with our current leader, Mike DeWalt, in the 20 Mobile 1 Toyota Camry. Mike, at Nashville Superspeedway has been good to you in recent memory, as far as I know. Give a quick rundown of how your night's been going for you.
Yeah, well, first of all, I just want to thank everybody that's in this race. This is our most populated race in our league's history, so it's pretty exciting. It's been a pretty good race so far. It's really tough to pass here. We've had a lot of cautions that have delayed any green flag racing, obviously, so it's been kind of hard to get in a rhythm. But overall, track position is key, so hopefully we can remain up here with no other scheduled cautions coming. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, new drivers, expect some incidents, as we did expect it. Best of luck to you, man, the rest of the way.
Thanks.
So Mike DeWalt is going to lead us down. Brandon Meyer, Matt Albert, Mark Altus, Nathan Fuller, Corey Rainey, Trey Holmes, Matthew Weeks, and Ethan Burrell, and Brian Lucan rounding out your top 10. So we get set for the conclusion of Dolly Parton's Music City 200.
Green, green, green.
Oh, Altus moving the 33 down low in front of Matt Albert. Oh, baby, big caution.
Yellow flag is out.
See what we can find here in the replay. All right, let's see what we got here. Looks like Danny Rogers just lost control coming on at 2. We'll back it up just a hint more so you can kind of get a feel of what happened here. Got a little loose coming out of 2 and then just couldn't keep it together. Matthew Semple getting into that. Looks like a couple more. It will back that up again for you. See if we get a little bit further back so you can see kind of how that all ended up. Yes, hits the wall. Oh, Jonathan Militia just trying to keep it together, and he spins out, but he keeps the car off the wall. And that's what you're supposed to do. Good job there from my homie Jonathan Militia. Strategy will come into play, I am certain, here soon enough, as we are nearly halfway home. So this is the long stretch here. Hopefully people got it out of their system. Some guys I would imagine have retired. No, it looks like everybody is still very much alive. That's good to hear. Get ready and grid up again. 1 to green. Some guys topping off. But on the front row is going to be Mike DeWalt and Mark Altus. With Matt Albert, Nate Fuller, Trey Holmes, Nathan Burrell, Corey Rainey, and Perrin Huggins, with Matthew Weeks and Brian Lucan rounding out your top 10. Again, if you're hanging out, so happy to have you aboard. Getting ready to go back at it again. Getting wet and wild. Like the wild Altus. Pace car is off. And we are green flag racing once more. Matt Albert getting in front of Mark Altus. Trey Holmes battling there as well. Look at all those position battles all over the track. Matt Albert going to lead a lap here at Nashville Superspeedway. Good for Matt. Again, two-time winner this season. Winning at IRP or Lucas Oil Raceway and then at Michigan International Speedway. Very talented driver. When he is on, he is on. And hopefully some of these guys have a fast repair left. Some tires, they're going to need it. Like using this camera angle, you kind of see the battles all over the track as they develop. Front of the pack starting to go single file. Trey Holmes, your new leader in the 9 car. What a battle out front. Albert getting stuck on the outside. 37 car back out in front, wants to go back to work. Burrell, Trey Holmes, Nathan Fuller, Matt Albert, Mike DeWalt, Perrin Huggins, Weeks, Lucan, Cole, and Altus. Perrin Huggins is coming. Side-by-side action, battle for the top 5. So much action on the track. I do not know which battle to pick. Static angle is pretty sick, in my opinion. Great racing, amazed considering how many are on track. Great job all. You said it. You said it. This has been a great race. There's been a few cautions, but I think they're really starting to get it figured out. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Early on in this race, we expected a lot of incidents. We expected a lot, maybe of some tempers flaring. But everybody has minded their P's and Q's. Our full field has lasted so far, maybe with the exception of 1 or 2 cars. But overall, it's been a great race. Yeah, the only one out is Christopher Hodges. 31 of 32 cars still on track at this stage of the race. Looks like 81 laps out of 150 complete. With Ethan Burrell out in front and your leader. Lap traffic going to become an issue for this lead pack right now. Drops down the bottom with class. The lead group definitely appreciates that. Sportsmanship at its finest. Again, next week, New Hampshire Superspeedway, or Motor Speedway, excuse me, for the Marlboro 150. Wow, Corey Rainey, look at that battle. Let's get eyes on that one. Lucan, Cole, and Albert. Looks like Elliot Drummond's worked his way back up, and Alan Coons. Lucan and Albert banging doors. They're going to keep it together. That was a close one for sure. Lucan and Albert still side by side. Over halfway home, 86 laps complete. And we have a battle for the lead between Ethan Burrell and Matthew Weeks. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, Drummond to the inside of Lucan and Albert with Coons to follow. If you're tuning in just now, I appreciate that. Thank you for joining us. I'm the Horse Boat, a.k.a. Tom Torrey. You are watching the Gears Cup Series as Matthew Weeks just made a pass for the lead and will lead that lap. This is Dolly Parton's Music City 200 at Nashville Superspeedway. And this is race 16 of 30 in the Gears Cup Series. Thank you for riding along. We are having a great time here this evening. Hope you are at home as well. A lot of hard racing right now. The inside line is the most effective line. Here, like Mike DeWalt said, it is very hard to pass. A lot of these guys like to keep it right on the yellow line, or at least maybe a half a lane above, as you see Mike DeWalt there. Perfect example there, especially with Parent Huggins. But Parent Huggins can really put it all over the track. But let's see how he does it. Yeah, he hugs that yellow line just enough to the apex of that corner. Beautiful entry and exit. Tracking down Nathan Fuller. Battle for fourth. You're seeing right here. Weeks has given himself a half-second lead over the rest of the guys there. Starting with second place there, the 37 car. Eighth here with Josh Cole. Another turn it up session here, the Gears Cup Series. Dolly Parton's Music City 200. 50 laps to go before the conclusion of this one, and I'll tell you, this battle up front is getting heavy. Parrot Huggins is coming. But so far, Ethan Burrell, Trey Holmes, Matthew Weeks, Parrot Huggins, and Elliott Drummond, your top 5, with Brandon Smith, Kyle Munson, Jonathan Militia, Mike Hasty, and Danny Rogers rounding out your top 10. Pit strategy is coming into play with this long green flag run. Some cars are lapped down, like Mike DeWalt, Matt Albert, Nathan Fuller, Tyler Steiner, Brandon Meyer, all on a different fuel and pit window. And it looks like leaders were pitting. Parrot Huggins is not. Huggins will stay out. He is your current leader at the moment while this pit cycle goes through. Now the question becomes, when will he come in? Beautiful night under the lights in virtual Lebanon, Tennessee, for this great racing action of Dolly Parton's Music City 200. Aaron Huggins will come into pit now. Kyle Munson is your new leader. Racing off of pit road is Ethan Burrell and Trey Holmes. Glad we got a shot of that one. Off of pit road. That is crazy. Jonathan Militia now move up in second after the pit cycle. We are all mixed up. Pits. Cody Johnson appears to be your new leader. Haven't said Cody Johnson's name much this evening. But he's your leader for the moment. Johnson, Anderson, Munson, Burrell, Holmes is your top 5 with Weeks, DeWalt, Coons, Huggins, and Albert your top 10. Great to see strategy at play. It's your 4th place. 3rd. Looks like you have 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th right here. And up the track, looks like Sean Anderson in 2nd. There is quite the gap. It looks like he is going to pit, which means this group will all move up a spot. Feel like that takes forever getting to pit road sometimes. And here they go. Cody Johnson has a 21-second interval between 1st and 2nd. Now he is going to pit. So let's see where he is in comparison. All right, he is pitting now. Burrell coming to turn 3 and 4, having to deal with some traffic. Johnson not even in the pit box yet. And here is where the lead will change guard. Right here, right now. Burrell is back out front. With Trey Holmes, Matthew Weeks, Mike DeWalt, Parrot Huggins are top 5. Alan Coons, Nathan Fuller, Matt Albert, Elliot Drummond, and Tyler Steiner rounding out your top 10. Again, good green flag racing. Bringing it home. Trey Holmes, Matthew Weeks, Mike DeWalt, Parrot Huggins, your top 5. See there, first through fourth. Sean Anderson trying not to go a lap down. Easier said than done. Take a walk around the track and see what we have going on. As far as action, it looks like more pits are happening. More pitting is happening, I should say. It looks like they've gotten spread out a little bit. See this battle for 7th place between Nathan Fuller and Alan Coons. Forcing the 85 car Jaden Wicks a lap down. A few laps down, I should say. In 23rd. Still driving that car. Bent in front end. Don't matter. Trying to make something out of nothing. Have a lot of respect for drivers who stick it out through the tough times. And Nathan Fuller, your man, in 6th. Call him the Beast from the East. Homegrown South Carolina man. Got Brandon Meyer again. New blood. That Ford Mustang 33 ride. From Andover, New Hampshire. Happy to have him along in the Gears Cup Series, holding down the 10th spot. This has been a familiar sight for Nathan Fuller most of the year, seeing the back end of Parent Huggins' car. Both of them really talented drivers. But it is nice to see some new drivers take effect right away. Kind of give everybody here a heads up. Let them know they're no longer alone. And that they're going to have to do a little bit more to pull out these victories now. Getting close to the 25 laps to go.
Yellow flag is out.
And it looks like we have some trouble with Matt Albert. Let's see what we can find out here. The Gears Cup Series instant replay. See what we can find out. Looks like we just had some trouble with the 61 car. Matt Albert trying to get off of pit lane, gets loose, tries to catch it in the grass. Looks like he almost had it, and then all of a sudden hitting Matthew Semple and Keaton Sawyers. I don't know what to say there. Back it up again. I'm sure he feels just awful about this right now. Gets loose, thinks he has it. Oh yeah, as soon as his car, the back wheels got off of grass and on the pavement, they caught and sent him immediately to the right. Let's sit on board with Matt Albert just to get a little bit more perspective. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, nowhere to go, and then boom. Shakalaka. All right, let's fortunately sit along side of Matthew Semple. Just a guy. Oh. Nothing you can do about that, getting picked off like that. Not much you can do. Boom, just nothing. Nowhere to go. Poor guy. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate for Matt Albert, Keaton Sawyers, and Matthew Semple, all victims in that accident. Again, it's bound to happen. But you hope that he turns out better than that next time. And just coming off a pit road, just nothing you do. Once the wheels start spinning around, it's tough to get control back unless you really slow down. But then you may end up doing that anyways. But we're gonna re-rack them. We got 24 laps to go. And who will be the winner of Dolly Parton's Music City 200? Koymeister, you are definitely correct. Very unlucky. Hopefully for them. Looks like Matt Albert has his fast repair. Sawyer's running around without a front end. So unfortunately that will put him at a major disadvantage. So Ethan Burrell, Matthew Weeks, Elliott Drummond, Mike DeWalt, Parron Huggins, Nathan Fuller, Connor Rowe, Alec Coons, Mike Hasty, and Brandon Smith, your top 10. At the line, it's going to be 23 to go. As we're re-racked and stacked and ready to get back to Green Flag Racing here for the Gears Cup Series. Only on Channel De La Horse Boats.
Green, green, green.
Looks like everybody's good so far. Oh, I can smell trouble right there. But it looks like everybody's going to get through it okay.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
We have a big old accident, and Parrot Huggins is involved. That is not good for anyone. Oh, and it looks like Huggins just got Fuller. Let's see here. Let's get down a little bit closer and see what we can see. Huggins and Fuller, two veterans. But then getting a gang of people involved in that one, that is definitely not something you want to see. But we have. "21 laps to go. Nerves, maybe a little patience starting to run out for some of these drivers. Understandably so. Trying to get to the end. Without, looks like a couple guys maybe still in the pits there. Again, as expected, to have the incidents that we have, I think totally is a little bit warranted. I think people need to get to know each other, know how to race each other. But Parrot Huggins and Nathan Fuller getting into that, I know that's not going to sit well with Nathan. And we might hear about that later. Looks like he's out of the pits. Car seems to be okay. But that'll put him back to 18th. Again, next week we are going to be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the Marlboro 150. Qualifying is at promptly 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be on about 10 minutes before, at about 7:50 Eastern time. Again, if you've been hanging out, so happy to have you. And joining me for the conclusion of Dolly Parton's Music City 200. Looks like we might have some first-time winners on our hands here. Who will the lucky driver be? Everybody getting lined up, ready to go. Pace car is off, and Ethan Burrell is going to lead us down for what I hope was the final time.
Green flag.
19 laps to go. Burrell, Drummond, Weeks, DeWalt, and Smith, your top 5 currently. With 18 laps to go, it's still anybody's race. Oh, we got some action in the back here. Everybody driving a little aggressively right now, and they need to calm it down. 14 in the 69 touch. Perrin Huggins on a mission, and we got Kyle Munson in the grass. Holy cow. Ooh. 3 wide coming on onto the back stretch. I think the patience for most have run thin. The gloves are coming off for most of these drivers. We still have 16 laps to go. I feel like with the amount of talent in this race, it is a heavyweight boxing match of sorts. Burrell and Weeks have been fighting all night. Drummond has been an in and out. Mike DeWalt has been as well. Perrin Huggins crawling back after the incident. I don't know how he gained all those positions back. But he is a man on a mission. It looks like somebody else looks like Brandon Meyer in the grass. Looks like he's able to recover okay. Weeks is your new leader in the 11 car. You can tell everybody's starting to pick it up. Who is going to be the champion of this year's race at Nashville Superspeedway and put it in the books of the Gears Cup Series? We have seen some really great action all night long. Looks like Mark Altus is entering in exit 50. Some of these guys get so close to the wall. Burrell back to the inside of Weeks for the lead. Elliott Drummond to follow suit. Huggins goes the inside of DeWalt. Karen Huggins is a-coming. Weeks still holding it down. Next time by will be 10 laps to go. As is any race, this is the point of the show I love the most. Everybody preferably going balls to the wall at this point. Weeks, Drummond, Burrell, Huggins, and DeWalt, your current top 5. Trey Holmes, Alan Coons, Brandon Smith, Nate Fuller, and Sean Anderson. Your top 10. Cody Johnson and Josh Cole. Jonathan Militia, Mike Hasty, Lucas Reed, your 15. Again, full field for the first time in Gears Cup history tonight. Very proud of that. Hats off to the entire team that works on the Gears Cup Series and the rest of the league for bringing this action to the track. Huggins and Burrell battling side by side as we see it now in the next camera. But Trey Holmes right there battling with Mike DeWalt. Our points leader doesn't look like he's got the winning card tonight. But maintaining a top 10 would be a big plus. Whoa, that is hot and heavy action. And that is unfortunate with 5 laps to go coming to the next time by. Looks like we are going to have ourselves a little overtime and a little extra action between the 85 and the 20. That definitely is going to put a damper on their night. Take a look at what happened with the Gears Cup Series replay. Huggins pushing it between Trey Holmes. And looks like Burrell hitting Mike DeWalt. Unfortunately, just wrong place, wrong time. Huggins trying to get stopped. Cole nearly gets clipped, but then DeWalt goes down and gets hit in the driver door. Everybody else able to get out of that okay. We're going to ride on board with Mike DeWalt, see what he sees. See what we got here. This is Parton Huggins. And, oh. Yeah, not good, not good. We'll take another quick look at it. Looks like between Burrell, Holmes, and Huggins, they were getting a little dicey there with the 6 to go. No, a little net code, it looks like, is now upon further inspection. I don't know, looks like... Yeah, it looks like a little net code there, and then didn't work out. And then Huggins just comes back up the track. I don't know, not sure what happened. Let's back it up and ride along with him in the cockpit and see what we can find out with that. How that kind of transpired. Yeah, let's ride along with them here. Oh yeah, just he never had it there. Just never had it there, and that is unfortunate. I don't know if that'll cost him the night, but that very well may. That is unfortunate. So the conclusion I'm drawing is we are going to have a green-white checkers. Green-white checkers for the win. For some, you don't want to see it get to this point, and personally I don't either, just because I think it's inviting more carnage. But again, this is a first race with 32. 40 showed up tonight, 32 made it in. Definitely expected some carnage. And if you're hanging out, thank you so much for keeping it real and tuning in with us here at the Gears Cup Series on my channel. Lights are off, which means we're going to get back at it. Looks like Mike DeWalt had a fast repair, I do believe, so he looks like he's back out on track, but that's going to pop him back to 18th. Everybody that's in the first 3 rows have not won here, the Gears Cup Series. It may be a first for them. Cody Johnson, Nate Fuller. Cody Johnson is searching for win number 1. And then you have Nate Fuller and Jonathan Militia, who are previous winners. Josh Cole rounding out the top 10. This has been a fun one, and I hope the first of many with a lot of these talented, amazing drivers here for the Gears Cup Series. Recruitment race shortly to follow. 2 recruitment races, I should say. Lights are off. We're going to get it on, hopefully one last time with 3 laps to go.
Green's out.
Green flag racing it is. Matthew Weeks got a great start from being roped in. Looks like Elliot Drummond and Ethan Burrow trying to make it happen. All they got to do is get back to the start-finish line. White flag. Good battle through 1 and 2. Down the backstretch. Weeks is your leader. Half second on the rest of the field. Matthew Weeks Weeks is going to win Dolly Parton's Music City 200. From Nicholasville, Kentucky, he is Dolly Parton's Music City 200 winner at Nashville Superspeedway. Win number 1, and I hope the first of many. Celebration is on for Mr. Weeks. Again, man from Nicholas, Kentucky, your winner of the Dolly Parton's Music City 200. He's going to sit there and enjoy himself. And as we take a look at the race results, there is your winner for the results. Mr. Weeks hanging out. And there is your race results of the evening. Hopefully your driver finished well enough for you. I'm going to get an interview. I'm going to step back for real quick. See if we can get an interview with the man, Mr. Weeks. All right, I am back with the race winner. And please forgive me if I am not pronouncing it correctly. Matthew Weeks, is that correct? That is right. All right, he is the number 11 car and the winner of tonight's Dolly Parton's Music City 200. Again, your first win, I hope the first of many. If you'd like, give us a little bit of a breakdown on how your evening went tonight.
It was a different learning because I haven't raced at night or how late because I've been running some official this week. So the first part of the race, I was just learning. And Ethan in that 37 car, he was quick. The 8 car was fast, dude. I was just trying to outrace them. But it was a fun night. Track felt good. It was very racy. I enjoyed it.
That is for sure. You were battling around with Burrell Drummond, Nathan Fuller, Mike DeWalt were up there at times. How did you feel with your talent compared how you stacked up to the rest of the field?
I really don't know because a lot of the time it's me racing these guys for the first time, so it was just learning. So I just went in with, open-minded, and everyone raced clean, and a lot of people had speed. But I was surprised I was a little bit better in certain parts because I've been struggling with tire wear here. But man, a lot of guys were good. I had fun tonight. It was good.
That's good to hear. I mean, I expected a lot of incidents tonight just because it's new people getting to know each other and how each other drives. I know some tempers probably flared up a little bit for you guys tonight. But congratulations on your win. I hope the first of many here in the Gears Cup Series. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout-out to?
Yeah, shout out to you guys for offering us to come in here. I know I'm buddies with Ethan and Trey Holmes, man, so we appreciate that. Shout out to Ethan and Trey for the hard racing in the middle of the race, dude. I love racing those guys. Been racing them for years. And 213 Simware, they've been on my car for a couple years now. And JV Designs on Twitter, he paints all my schemes. All of them are by him. And you in the booth, man, and giving us people to watch the race.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the love and best of luck to you the rest of the way. Again, I hope it's the first of many.
All right, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. Another couple gentlemen I have in here with me tonight. Elliot Drummond making his debut in the 02 car, kind of a late submission. Welcome to the Gears Cup Series, and if I may ask, how was your experience this evening?
Oh, it was a roller coaster. I mean, start of the race, I felt good. I mean, I felt nice, but then I realized I wasn't going hard enough, so I was losing spots after spots, but not really getting the reward in the long run. So about a lap one, well, first I shouldn't go there first, but I pitted for 4 tires on the first yellow, which was kind of a mistake. Didn't leave me room for later in the race. Good thing I didn't need it, but yeah, I started in the back because I went and took and topped off so I can make it to the end of the second stage. And then I ran my way up about to like 10th, and then I got punted. I'm not sure if it was on purpose or not on purpose by the 43. I mean, I'm cool right now because I'm new here, but that's that's just my view on it. I got sent back. I got into a wreck after that, so it was kind of looking to be a lost race at around lap 60. Then that yellow came out, and I just started moving my way forward. Got up to about I think seventh when pit stops happened, and I I actually first time I was going to come down pit road, I missed pit road. I missed pit road, so I just had to keep going one more lap. Then I came in and actually overran my stall, so that cost me about a good bit of time.
Sure, sure.
And I had a strategy. I was just gonna pit halfway, so I was going as hard as I could. I was gonna pit halfway between from when I stopped to the end of the race because you couldn't make it to the end. So I was
Sure,
just pushing
sure.
as hard as I can. That yellow came out. I was happy. At the same time, I was also wondering what could have been if I played the strategy. But I mean, overall, I mean, just great racing. I mean, they all raced clean, respectfully. Never had to complain about this guy won't get out of my way. I had a ton of fun. I actually was only I applied to the league like 20 minutes before
Yeah.
the race,
Yeah, I saw
and
you
then
were late submission, yeah.
because I just wanted the race on Fridays because Fridays are one of my only free days. I'm pretty young, so
Well, we're happy to have
and
you, man. I hope you have better luck here next week. Going
oh,
forward.
my luck was pretty good compared to other leagues I've been in.
Sure.
But I mean, it was a great night. I was looking for a Friday series, and I got a good one. I appreciate y'all for hosting it, and it was so clean. That's what I don't get a lot now. It's very clean, respectful. No, not a lot of arguments, just a little bit of tempers though. And that's just how racing
Yeah,
is.
that's just how racing is. Well, Elliot Drummond, I hope you and the 02 car are back next week. And thank you for coming aboard to the Gears Cup Series.
Maybe not next week because I don't even have New Hampshire. So
That's all right. I hope to see you back here real soon. And thank you for joining us here tonight. And one more person before I let him go back to what he was doing. Mike DeWalt, the unfortunate victim in the last caution here this evening. Things just didn't seem to go your way here tonight. You were out front for a little bit, but kind of give us your take on your experience.
Yeah, definitely a roller coaster of a race for me and probably a lot of other people. Overall, really, really great race. As Elliot was saying, was really pleased with the amount of cleanliness and racing, and we had a really good green flag stretch with green flag pit stop. So overall, really good, fun, clean race. But as far as my own race, man, I was up and down. I was leading at start of stage 3, but lost the lead. But eventually, I was in position to get a top 5. Had enough speed to stay in there, but just didn't go my way. Got involved in that accident, obviously, with the 8 car. Just hate it, but we'll move on and we'll find another day.
Well, I hope you and the 20 car can get back into victory lane soon. Again, kind of going a little bit of a drought, but I do wish you the best of luck here, man.
Yep, thank you.
Thanks, Mike. And one final person tonight looks like number 37. Ethan, you'll have to forgive me. How do you pronounce your last name? Is it Burrell?
Yeah, you got it right, actually. Good job. Not a lot of people get it right.
Well, welcome aboard to the Gears Cup Series. You were out in front all night. Our cameras were all over that 37 car. Kind of give us a little your take on your experience this evening.
Yeah, it was a really fun race. New group. I was kind of an outsider, but I met these guys in one of their recruitment hosted races, and I was excited to show up here and run this race tonight. Nashville's a pretty good track for me, so yeah, it was awesome, man. I had a lot of speed out there. Just came up short on the short runs there at the end. Weeks did a great job capitalizing there, and I was really hooked up on the longer runs, but that short run, the car was really tight and just couldn't quite hold it.
Sounds like it looked for most of the night you two were just playing back and forth with each other, and then some guys come up and broke up your fun a little bit with Trey Holmes, and at times Elliot Drummond made a big comeback there towards the end. But yeah, you and Weeks all night were really electric. I can't thank you enough for joining the Gears Cup Series, and hope to see you many more. Hopefully, get you some wins here soon.
Yeah, for sure, man. It was a blast. Yeah, it was a lot of cat and mouse with Weeks and the tire strategy. And yeah, Elliot, I mean, he shot out of a cannon that last run. So shout out to him too. It was fun out there. It was a lot of action.
Yeah, and that reminds me, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to here tonight?
Yeah, Matthew Weeks, the 11, Trey Holmes in the 9, Elliot 02. I mean, just for the way that we all raced each other out there, it was a blast. Mr. DeWalt for getting me in the door in the league, and just you for putting on the broadcast for us. I'm excited to watch through it after this.
Well, again, we are happy to have some real competition in the league, some new blood, and hope you are here for a long time again. Thank you, and hopefully get you your first win here soon.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, man.
All right, that was Ethan Burrell, the 37 car, coming home in second place. And that's going to do it here for us tonight. Next week, we'll be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Again, qualifying is at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be on about 10 minutes before at 7:50. I am Tom Torrey, a.k.a. The Horseboat. Thank you for coming to my channel, and hope to see you next time, only here on Twitch.tv.